I am just wondering, why does poverty exist? This is the question that a lot of people are questioning in the government, specifically people in a certain community or in a certain society. But why does poverty exist? The first one is lack of education. A lot of people are experiencing poverty because of the lack of education. Specifically here in the Philippines, that most of the people, or a lot of people, are not so that literate. That's why it's one of the factor affecting why does poverty exist here in the Philippines, and because of not having enough knowledge about how to allocate and gain profit or money, you can also experience poverty. Second one is bad governance. We people should elect and vote the right leader who can govern us to prosper our country, who can help or sustain those people who are experiencing poverty, especially our economy, or the economy of our country is becoming low. That's why one of the reasons we have here is the bad governance. And the last one is inadequate social security benefits. Because of the lack of the social security benefits, this can also result to a not having enough resources for the government, and the reason why also a lot of people experiencing poverty.
Why must we respect each other no matter what their social standing is? The church approach to poverty is framed by certain fundamental tenets of Catholic social teaching, including solidarity, giving the poor preference, and the universal destination of commodities. Human dignity is the starting point for all social education. As usual, every person has the right to be treated with dignity, and society should be structured in a way that promotes that. Therefore, socio-economic systems that maintain individuals in poverty and disadvantage are essentially unfair and must be changed. The Church holds that all of creation is a gift given equally to all people, to be shared in such manner that everyone has the resources needed to live a life that represents their dignity, including not just opportunity to develop one's potential, but also access to basic necessities. Therefore, even if the Church continuously defends the freedom to own private property, that right is not unqualified and must always be balanced against the obligation to give, and most importantly, not take more than you need. In this sense, poverty is a breach of this principle, since it mostly results from institutional judgments about who receives how much. The idea of solidarity links not just the actual lack that people in poverty go through, but also the marginalization, shame, helplessness that came along with it. Therefore, being really in solidarity with people who are poor involves not only helping them to alleviate their tangible poverty, but also seeing God in them and acknowledging their shared and equal human dignity. In order to achieve the common good, Pope John Paul II reminds us that solidarity is a comprehensive state. It is a commitment to strive for the social, economic, cultural, and environmental circumstances that enables each and every one of us to realize our potential. It involves really supporting and loving the individual as a whole.
So, Philippines. What comes into your mind when you hear the word Philippines? Is it poverty? Is it bad governance? Or is it the two? I think poverty is a big impact on the people because of bad governance. Bad governance is very correlational to its people because of its bad effects, especially to our modern time. So, what is the Catholic Church vision or insight to this topic? As a Catholic, I can say that poverty can benefit, or poverty can inspire each Catholic's devotion to help others or give alms to others while implementing the Catholic's vision, while also praying for them. The government also should address this issue by implementing good educational systems and educating the Philippines, because most of the Philippines students are illiterate and don't know how to examine right or wrong people to vote for.
How does poverty affect the physical and mental health of those experiencing it? And what support systems can mitigate these effects? So, according to the teachings of the Catholic Church, poverty is not merely an economic or material condition, but a complex social issue that affects individuals holistically. It can have significant adverse effects on the physical and mental health of those experiencing it. Living in poverty can lead to stress, malnutrition, inadequate living conditions, and a limited access to health care, all of which can harm both physical and mental health well-being. From a physical health perspective, poverty often results in inadequate nutrition, limited access to clean water, and substandard living conditions. This can lead to malnutrition, heightened susceptibility to diseases, and increased health risk. The lack of access to proper health care exacerbates these issues, as impoverished individuals may not receive timely medical attention, preventive care, or the essential treatments. On the mental health front, the stress and uncertainty associated with living in poverty can lead to anxiety, depression, and other mental health challenges. The constant struggle to meet basic needs and provide for one's family can take a severe toll on an individual's psychological well-being. In line with this, the stigma and the social isolation that can accompany poverty can also further contribute to mental health issues. Now, to mitigate these effects, the Church highlights the importance of social justice and solidarity, and it advocates for support systems that prioritize the well-being of the poor, including the access to nutritious food, the healthcare, the safe housing, and educational opportunities. Moreover, the Church encourages individuals and communities to engage in charitable works and acts of mercy to assist those in need, highlighting the moral responsibility to care for one another.